Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Harmew and welcome to week 2. This week we will be building off of week 1's my task force for crime prevention. Kind of building off of that, we are going to go over this week's topic for organizational theories and how they tie into, my community safety and crime prevention task force. So let's dive into the classic theories for this week's topic. I'm going to go over Max Weber's bureaucracy theory. One key thing is that Weber's structure kind of provided a foundation and clear hierarchy, rules, and divisions of labor. I think this is very essential in my task force because you want to ensure that your organization has a clear structure, whether it's divisions of labor, what are the rules, what are the procedures, so people know how to organize themselves within that team. And then this structure is also to ensure accountability, transparency in law enforcement, helping to build trust with the community by showing that the task force operates in a fair and consistent manner, especially when you're dealing with, public agencies and the community. You want to ensure that we are fair across the board and we are consistent with our practices. I think defining the roles within the task force, such as community engagement officers, that ensure that each task is specialized in creating efficiency and structure in the operation. Now, breaking down Taylor Frederick's scientific management theory. His principles focus mostly on efficiency and optimization and thorough, careful analysis of a task and ensuring that the workflow is broken down to each series so that it's a faster chain reaction, and ensuring that, if we take out one, another one can come in its place and keep moving forward. I think this is very great when it comes to the task force as far as ensuring that, we are meeting our measurements, that we are doing each task to each ability, because when you're going through rules and procedures, especially in law enforcement, you want to ensure that you're hitting each marker, because if one thing is missing, again, you can't move forward without one or the other. Then you kind of have those discrepancies and those inconsistencies. So you want to make sure each step is taken proper. And I think for my task force, this means applying, more data-driven strategies like hotspot policy and to optimize resource allocation and improving response times to crime rates, or ensuring that we're answering each community's, complaint, or, address any matters within the task force. A prime example for this, for me, I think in my task force, is time and motion. Just ensuring that, we're streamlining patrol schedules, we're ensuring that we're answering every single call, and how fast are we getting there to each scene, or what is the report after we've completed the call. And I think that overall will, show us, where our weaknesses and how we can become more efficient in each level. Now, I know it was not a part of this week's topic, but for me and my task force, because it's also in community engagement, I feel like, when you're having Max Weber and Taylor Fredrickson's theories in there, that's great for the operational side. But as far as getting community engagement for my task force, I am going to be picking off of Mary Paulette's, human-centered, approach, especially when it comes to focusing on collaboration, coordination, and shared powers, because we are engaging with the community. This isn't just, them answering to law enforcement, or, kind of reducing that stigma that's between the community and law enforcement. We want to ensure that we're having a collaborative effort, and definitely focusing on, the communities and collaboration, and trying to build that partnership and that transparency between each other. And I think when you have her theories in motion, especially when it comes to the task force, we want to ensure that community members will participate in the joint initiatives and also feel safe to come forward and, be a part of, the safety programs, and fostering, this sense of responsibility and collaboration, because again, this is a community as a whole, And, the law enforcement want to make it feel safe for the community and vice versa. So I think definitely having her theory in place is definitely going to help with the overall collaboration with the community and their engagement and reducing that stigma between law enforcement and community engagement. In conclusion, by balancing efficiency with community engagement, my task force is to strive for an inclusive and collaborative environment. I think combining Weber's structure for clear organization and then having Taylor focus on efficiency to ensure that we are meeting our measurables and getting the task done. And having Mary Fallett's collaborative leadership, my task force will be both operational efficiency but also welcoming to the community. Because the outcome in my approach for this task force is to build trust within the community, reduce the crime rate, and ensure that the community feels like a partner in the effort of the task force, not just subject to the law enforcement and having to answer. So thank you for this week's video. Please again share your comments or anything that maybe I should add in as well for this task force or that I'm missing. Thank you.